Taiwan is bursting with heaps of fun places to explore. Join me, Amber Hatfield, as I hit up travel hotspots, soak up some culture, and hunt down hidden gems. Let's go! Welcome back to Let's Go. In today's episode, I am joined by Shandi Lin from last week, and we are going to chat about hot springs. So I kind of want to preface the episode with talking about how Taiwan is hot spring kingdom, I guess. There's like so many hot springs here, right? It's one of the countries with the highest density of hot springs.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. And I think when people think about hot springs, often they'll think of Japan. Think of onsen and things like that in Japan, because Japan's so famous for it. And I think Taiwan is probably less known internationally for having hot springs. And do you think that among Taiwanese people or in Taiwanese culture that hot springs is like a big thing?
It's a thing, but I don't think it's a big thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm from Yilan and we have Jiaoxi, and Jiaoxi is really famous for hot spring. So probably this kind of things for people from Yilan, because Jiaoxi is also my grandparents where they live. So when I was a kid, I always go to Jiaoxi for like shower and hot spring with my parents, with my family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure for people from other place, but for people from Yilan like me, like hot spring is kind of things for us.
Okay, yeah, Jiaoxi is really nice. I actually have been there a couple of times. I went there a couple of months ago and stayed in like a really nice little hot spring minsu.
Yeah.
And they have like the bath outside on the balcony and like a view of the mountain and everything. It's really, really nice there.
Yeah, it's very like Jiaoxi is really, really just famous for the hot spring, and it's kind of people the only thing like the first thing people would do when they visit Jiaoxi, and then it's also the purpose why people visit Jiaoxi, and just for the hot spring.
Yeah. Going back a little bit about the Japan and Taiwan thing, have you been to hot springs in Japan?
Yeah, I like to find those places in Japan too. If I visit, like, I think every time when I visit Japan, I was looking for the public tap place. I don't know if it's that hot spring or not, but I think some of them maybe. And I would really just find a place for hot spring place in Japan.
So in Japan, I think the culture is slightly different, or at least the rules around hot springs are kind of different, right? Because I know there's some rules about hot springs in Japan, like they're normally split by sex, aren't they?
Yeah, but Taiwan is like that too.
And then they're also kind of strict about having tattoos and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not sure is it better now, but I think that's kind of rule for them.
Are there any rules in Taiwanese hot springs that you need to follow?
I don't think so. But if they already say it's a public tap, it means it's also a naked one. But sometimes some of the public tap is also like they would require you to wear the swimsuit. So it's really depend on different like hot spring places. They have different rules. But if there's like also if it is the public one, like the naked one, you can also not go inside with the towel and anything.
Okay, so the ones that are the hot springs, like the naked hot springs, they're separated by sex, aren't they?
Yes.
And then you also have to wear a swim cap, no?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, usually no, because people just shower before they enter the hot spring. And maybe some of them they will provide you the shower cap, but I don't think you need to wear the swim cap.
Oh, okay, because I've not really been to a lot of public hot springs in Taiwan. The ones I normally go to is like a lot of the hot springs in Taiwan, you can go to a hotel and then the hotel room has a hot spring kind of bath in it.
Yeah,
so I haven't really been to a lot of ones that are public ones, so I don't really know, but I know that in like Taiwan in swimming pools it's like the norm or the rule to also wear a shower, like a swimming cap when you go in, so I just assume that that's the same for the hot springs, but you think it's not?
No, I don't think it's necessary for the naked one. Yeah.
Okay. And so Taipei has hot springs. Have you been to the hot springs in Taipei?
I went to one. I went to two. Hot spring in Taipei. The most famous is Beitou, and I went to the public one in Beitou.
And how is that?
A little bit shocked for me.
Why?
There's too many people. Yeah, and it's a mixed, like both genders, and it's a public one. Everybody in a swimsuit. It's just too many people there. And another two is in Yangmingshan. Yeah, and there's one in Yangmingshan is also it's quite nice. It's in a hotel, but it's also open space, and everybody is also in a swimsuit. And it's about 2 hours drive to this place from Taipei City, and it's just like because like it's more like it's colder in the mountain area, and it's also more foggy. And so I think that they organize pretty well with the hot spring place, and it's just by the Bayan place. But the Bayan is also famous for the wild hot spring. You need to hike a little bit outdoor, about also 30 minutes hike to find these places. That is actually illegal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but many people go there.
Why is it illegal? Do you know why?
I think this is a thing in Taiwan. If there's anything happens in that place, the public would, like, the government would just shut it down.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like you mean like an accident or something?
Yeah. So if that happened before, the government would probably just shut it down. But still many people would still try to go there to enjoy, because this is really an outdoor hot spring place, and some people even put the rock by themselves to make the water to be like in central, to make it like more water to enjoy the hot springs. And a lot of auntie and uncles, they just go there every early morning to get there to enjoy the hot spring. But you just need to be careful, because the police may be there anytime they want.
Oh, okay.
You'll get fined.
So
Yeah.
this is in Yangmingshan, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and it's like kind of in the riverbed, I guess?
Yes.
Ah, okay, so then they build the rocks around it to kind of make the pool and like
Yeah.
keep all the hot water in?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay, okay.
And that one is really fun, because the hiking, the way inside, and you need to cross the river too. It's not really. If it is raining, of course you cannot go. But if the weather is nice, you can just do a little hike, and then you can find this like open public hot spring place in nature in the mountain.
Yeah. I like the wild hot springs. I've also been to one or two wild hot springs. One of them I went to was in Taidong.
Oh yeah.
And it's called Li Song Hot
Yeah,
Spring.
yeah,
Have you
yeah.
been there?
I've never been there, but my friend just went there. And that place is also very famous, and it's not easy to get there, right?
Yeah, it's not easy to get there. So I went there with my dad, actually. My dad was visiting from England, and we hired a car, and like we drove up it's kind of in the mountain almost. And my dad's kind of old, right? So
Yeah.
at that point, he's like kind of early, mid 60s. And the hike down is like pretty steep. Like it's quite
Yeah.
a lot to do. So we were hiking down, and there's like ropes and stuff you got to
Yeah.
hold on to get down. But he really loved it, like when we got down there. But it was a bit of a struggle, like getting back up. He was like, I feel like I'm old. I really,
I know.
it's quite hard.
But
Yeah.
that one is really famous.
Uh-huh.
And some people, sometimes, I think they also have like kind of like tourist group to go there also. Like there's a tourist company to organize people to go to this hot spring. I just went to a hot spring in Nan'ao. It's called Biho Hot Spring.
Okay. I've
And
not heard of it.
yeah, I just know that last weekend, and I just went there with my friends. Nan'ao is a pretty good place, a cool place. It's just by the ocean, but it's also surrounded by mountain, because it's on the way to Hualien. And that hot spring is also just located in the middle of the mountain. Yeah, it's an outdoor, it's a public hot spring actually, and it's running by the government. And it's also a naked hot spring. They also have outdoor for kids and for people who just want to wear a swimsuit. But they also have like a naked hot spring for two genders, and it's just in the mountain. And it's
So do you have to pay to go in?
yeah, I think it's 80 NTD.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty cheap, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. It's the same price as the hot spring in Jiaoxi.
Uh-huh. And do they have a cold spring? Because I heard that in is it Suwao, they have cold spring as well.
Yeah, they do have cold spring, but I only went there when I was like child, and I just never been. And I think I have allergic to the cold water. I don't know why. It's always itchy for me.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess because like the water has some kind of minerals or
maybe
something in it, right? So I think each hot spring has different kinds of minerals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like when you wear the silver jewelry and stuff, like it will kind
You
of go
just need to be careful.
go black or something sometimes because of the minerals and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, there's most of the hot springs in Taiwan, I think, are quite special, and there's one that's called Shandi Lin in Tainan. Have you been to that one?
No.
That one's like a mud hot spring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I didn't go to the outdoor one, but I went to it in a hotel, and it's like the muddy kind of mud water like comes out of the tap, and you're kind of in like a mud bath.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know there's a must like hot spring in Taiwan too.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. It's pretty cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I should visit there.
In Taiwan, most of the hot springs are in pretty much every city and county, like across the
Yes.
country, because it's so volcanic and stuff.
Yeah.
Apart from three, I think it's Jianghua and Penghu and Yunlin.
Okay.
They don't have any, but every other city or county has it.
Oh.
So you said you've been mostly in the north. You've not really been to any in the south.
No, so just like and there's also hot spring in Hualien.
Uh-huh.
And my hometown, of course, and also Taipei.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's also hot spring in, is it Green Island or Orchid Island? I can't remember which one.
Yes. Oh, I went to that one too. It's the Green Island.
Green, right? And you're
Yeah.
like kind of out and you can see the sea.
You can see. And then I remember we had a trip when I was in college. We went there. And we just like specifically went to this hot spring in the morning because it's good to see the sunrise. So everybody just woke up like early morning and to enjoy the hot spring and the sunrise at the same time.
Yeah. Really nice.
I remember that hot spring even called Sunrise Hot Spring.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember the name, but when I went to it, it was like dark already, like nighttime. So because there's not really a lot of light pollution out on islands like that, so you can sit in the hot spring, you can also see like a lot of stars in the sky at the same time, so that's really beautiful.
Yeah, in like hot spring in Taiwan, sometimes you can just see the view and natures that they would design for outdoor space. Like the one in Hsinchu, they also have hot spring, and is also located in the mountain and outdoor space hot spring place. And you can, I think that is cool. Not just like indoor hot spring place, you can enjoy the nature at the same time.
That's it for today's episode of Let's Go. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.